Friends, welcome to Data Nebula. My name is Venkatramana. So today we are going to solve one of the LeetCode SQL question, okay, uh, which is tree node. So if you look at the problem, okay, we have given one table tree which is having schema like this ID and PID. Okay, before explaining this part, we'll go to some sample data and see how the data is looking like and what is the expectation. Okay, so suppose as said, okay, we have given a table which is three. Okay, the data is look like this: id, 2 3, like id and pid is like id's parent node. Okay, actually we have given node numbers, okay, and its parent node. Okay, if you look at here, right, for this data, okay, this is the visual representation. Okay, one is the root node. Okay, one is having two nodes, which child nodes 2 and 3, and two is having 4 and 5. you ca- in simple words, you can just compare with family tree. Okay, you can just think one is your grandfather, and then 2 and 3 is 2 is your father, and 3 is your uncle, and father having two children like 4 and 5. Okay, like that you can just relate. So the expectation here is, okay, for suppose if any node is having a parent node as null. I mean, if you take one as an example, okay, it doesn't have any parent node. Okay, in that case, we should conclude one as root node. Okay, for suppose if any node, okay, which is having at least one child. Okay, I mean, if you take 2 as an example, which is having 4 and 5, okay, as a child nodes. Okay, in this case we need to give the type of this node as inner node. Okay, and if you look at 3, right, it doesn't have any child nodes. Okay, in that case we need to give as leaf node. Okay, and one more class is here. Okay, one is having child nodes, but two also having child nodes. Okay, but one class is, okay, one doesn't have any parent node, but two is having one parent node. That's why if any node which doesn't have any parent node, then we need to consider it as root node. Okay, don't confuse that. That will be an edge case here. Okay, let's try to write it in a SQL query. Okay, whatever we have discussed, we'll write it in a SQL query from Rick. Okay, so right, in any programming language we have if else conditions, right? Okay, if you want to check in a like multiple times, we'll apply if condition. Okay, if it is satisfied, it will execute that particular code block. If it is not, it will go to else if, and then else loop, else condition, right? In the same way we can achieve it in SQL also, uh, by using case statements. Okay, so as I said, okay, we'll start writing the case statement. Okay, case when, okay, as I said, if any id which is having PID is null. Okay, I mean which doesn't have any parent ID. Okay, that is root node. Okay, then PID is null, then root node. Okay, and if any node, okay, which is having at least one child, okay, which is having child nodes, okay, then it is inner node. Okay, in our case 2 is having, okay, two child nodes 4 and 5, right? So how can we implement in a SQL query? Just think here. Okay, so if you look at this data, ID data, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, okay, 1 and 2 came in this PID list. Okay, in PID column, okay, we have 1 and 2. Okay, in the same way, okay, one is already having PID is null. Okay, that means it is root node. Two is having 2 is parent of 4 and 5. Okay, that's why it came here. Okay, so now we can have a condition here, right? Okay, if ID, okay, if ID is in any of the list of PID column, right? I mean in the data, okay, that will be a inner node. Okay, if you look at 345, right, it doesn't have the 345 is not in under PID column. Okay, so in this way we can just write a logic here. Okay, when, okay, ID in, as I said, if ID in parent ID list. Okay, here we'll write a SQL subquery here. Okay, from tree. Okay, see ID in, okay, PID. I mean this list. Then it is inner node. Okay, so now to find out the leaf node. Okay, if we doesn't like, if any node which is not fall under root node or inner node, automatically it is a leaf node. Okay, and we will give the alias as, what is the output alias type. Okay, okay, yeah, that's it. So this is in a query wise, it is easy to write. Let me just try running this query. Yeah, it is accepted, and let me take the use test cases as well. This is the data we got. Okay, for this this is the output we have given. Okay, and it is matching with the expected output also. One is root node, two is inner node, three, four, five are leaf nodes. Okay, and if you look at the test case two, okay, they just given only one node with PID as null. Okay, that means it is a root node. That's why our query given root node, given the expected output also root node only. Yeah, that's it, friend. Thank you so much. Okay, if you have any interview questions in your mind, please share to me. Okay, maybe in the comments. I'll share you. I'll share you the details in the description. Okay. Thank you so much.